Good morning, happy gardeners. This is Ed Froelich with First Time Gardener. And on today's video, we are going to be expanding my garden. But this video is not so much about the expansion of my garden, but for somebody that is just starting a garden in their backyard, maybe in a grassy area like we have right now. I'm going to show you step by step how to prepare that soil to have an in-ground growing plot. So I just got back from Lowe's. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I got there bright and early when they first opened, and I got some amendment soils and compost and peat moss that I'm going to be using today to put into this soil. Now the area that I'm going to be doing, I'm setting this up for my spring garden. I'm going to grow corn in spring, and I want to grow it in this section here because the other parts of the garden I've already grown corn in, and like I said in previous videos, you're not supposed to grow corn, or for that matter anything, consecutively over and over and over again. Be planting anything in this section that we're doing today until spring, so maybe February-ish. By then we should be past most of the hard freezes that we get here in Central Florida. So that's my plan. Middle to the end of February, maybe into the 1st of March, we're going to plant our spring corn, and it's going to go in this area. So behind me, you see my garden where it stops with the chicken wire around it. We are going to extend this garden from right here. We're going to come all this way over here to within about 4 foot of the fence, and it's going to be the depth of this. So all this area in here is going to be an expansion of our in-ground garden. Well, anyway, I'm going to get all my stuff together. We're going to get ready, and I'm going to show you how to prepare this grass area for planting in the spring. Hang on, let me go get my stuff, and I'll be back here in a minute. Okay guys, let me show you the tools of the trade, so to speak, for today that we're going to be using. So I have I have my edger, electric edger. I'm going to just run the perimeter around just to cut a nice straight line in. Then we have our tiller. Now this tiller, guys, really isn't made for what I'm doing today, but I'm going to go real easy with it. I'm just trying to get the grass turned up. I tried with my shovel trying to dig in and make a line. It's just tough. I mean, those roots are really in there. It's solid. So I'm going to use that just to start it, turning it up, and then we'll pull it out. And then I've got my tape measure and some sticks that I'm going to put on the corners to show where I want it. And then we are going to start getting this grass out of here. That's our first step, getting rid of this grass, and then we'll take you to the next step after that. All right guys, we're lining it up with, I want it to go as straight as I can with the existing garden. We're going to go 4 foot off of our fence. Okay guys, I did 55 inches instead of 48 inches, and the reason being, right now I just have a push mower, but in the future, if I do get a riding mower, a lot of times they have a 48-inch deck or 52-inch deck. So I wanted to make sure, hopefully, I have enough room to go through there with a riding mower. So that's the reason I went from 48 to 55 inches. We're going to finish putting the stakes in and we'll get started with the edger, and we're going to cut the edge of this grass in. Let me get moving all that stuff out of the way, and we're going to start with the edger and cut a perimeter, and then we'll get the tiller working. Okay, that makes easy work for our perimeter border. And now we're going to connect the tiller, and we're going to slowly use the tiller. So I'm going to go very gingerly with it just to put it down. I don't want it to dig up like 6 inches of dirt right away. I'm just trying to cultivate the surface and get the grass roots all chopped up so I can pull the weeds out easy with one of my rakes. Okay guys, tilling time. We're going to get the grass out of there. Let's go do it. All right, we're going to rake this out here and just kind of see where we're at with it. Now this I'm going to probably pile up. This is all good nitrogen that we can actually turn back into the dirt once we get it up. It'll decompose and it'll put some organic matter into the soil that we're trying to you know, amend, plus some of the stuff I got from Lowe's. So I'm going to finish this square, and when I've got something new to show you, I'll come back to you. So we're just going to finish doing what you just saw throughout this whole square. All right, hang tight. We'll be back here in a few minutes. Okay guys, you can see I got all the grass out of here. Pretty much it's just down to the dirt, and that's what we want. Then what I'm going to do is I've got the compost that I bought. I'm going to put that down in the dirt. I'm going to till that in to give it some organic matter, and then all the grass I'm pulling out here I'm going to sprinkle on top so that the sun will kill it, and it'll start decomposing. And when it's all dried out and dead, because it's only grass, I will turn it back into this dirt again, and then we will let it sit that way until spring. In springtime, about a month before, maybe not a month, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before I get ready to plant here, we'll amend the soil with some more black cow compost, some peat moss and that sort of stuff, and let it sit a week or two before we plant our corn. So we're just getting this soil ready, but that's how you go about preparing a ground or an in-ground garden if you've got grass in your backyard and you want to start a garden. So this is going to help a lot as far as expanding some room so we have a little bit more to grow. Okay guys, there's my my square plot. There's some extra grass and stuff, so I'm going to put over by my compost pile so I can layer it with the brown material. This is all they call green material, which is nitrogen. Then you need carbon, which is all your brown stuff, paper, bark, twigs, leaves, all that stuff. So anyway, I'm going to dump this wheelbarrow, and I'm going to go get my knife and spread out some compost and stuff in here. We're going to till it in, and then we're going to keep working this area for a couple weeks, and then we will let it go until just before our spring planting, and then we will address it again with some deeper rich composts and peat moss, fertilizer, and all that stuff. Let me go dump this and I'll be back with you here in a few minutes. And I'll spread the compost and that sort of stuff and turn it in, and we'll be done with this section for today anyway. Okay guys, so I've got some conditioning soil, which has got 10% cow manure in it. The rest is just organic matter. And I've got 6 bags of those, and then 1 potting mix that I'm going to spread out all over the surface. I'm going to turn it in, and that's going to be it for today. Probably in a couple weeks I'll put some more conditioning soil in and turn it in again, and then I'll probably let that sit until we plant in spring. So let me get started on this right here. Spread this out a little bit. Trust me guys, we're going to be putting in a whole lot more than this. This is just the start. All right, now we're just going to spread that out a little bit. And then we're going to turn it in. Just trying to get about 2 inches. It's more than enough for right now. Okay, now I'm going to turn that in, and also during the beginning and entering fall, when the leaves start falling, I'll be raking up the leaves, and I'm going to be putting the leaves in here too. Try to get a good 1 or 2 bed of leaves in here just on top to just start decomposing, and then that's all going to get turned into. So as I said in the past videos, it takes a couple years to get the soil really good and amended. But anyway, we're off to a good start for today. I'm going to turn this in, and then that's going to be it for today. All right, guys, all that's left is to rake it in smooth. Gonna just go smooth here, and we'll let it do its thing until we get more compost in here. Okay, guys, well, thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm Ed from the First Time Gardener and my channel. And welcome to the channel if this is your first time. I hope you liked this video. I hope it was a little bit educational to you, how to start. We're going to follow through on some part 2 and part 3 of this bed, getting it ready, and then we'll show you the planting of it when spring comes for our corn. All right, until we see you on the next video, guys, stay safe. God bless. Happy gardening. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. I love reading all your guys' comments that you have, and our channel is growing at a good pace. So if you could help us share our videos. I think I got 16 videos out now. I'm not sure, 15 or 16. So anyway, I appreciate your time watching the videos. Until we see you on the next one, thanks for watching. Take care.